New We Are Humans, a multimedia sci-fi series.
Today's topic: BPNs. When the whole Andromeda galaxy was conquered by the Falconian regime, there were a few planetary systems where living beings were still in peace. A B-predominant planetary system, BPUS, located further away from the Falconian political center, was one of them. This small old system contained 5 tiny planets having rich species and beautiful environment. It was believed in a few centuries ago, Falconians tested an artificial supernova weapon near the BPUS system. An accidental explosion caused an enormous amount of gamma-ray burst, smashing through the atmosphere of every planet radioactively in a minute. The nightmare triggered. Primitive hives vanished, queen bees were all killed. Living beings either became extinct or lived with contamination. The surviving bees, all males, mutated into a new kind of species called BPNs. They had 4 arms, 2 legs, a pair of nimble wings, and the eyes seeing the entire spectrum of light. They were smaller than an adult human palm, but their brains were well developed under extreme radiation. According to their faith, the younger generations could channel an entity called the highest mind, where they could learn and discover everything in this universe. For instance, the way of reproducing asexually for male bee was one of the most prominent discoveries that was channeled from the highest mind. This saved BPNs from extinction without the need of queen bees. The highest mind possibly originated in cosmic might, which was similar to Akashic records that the Earthlings called, or the Aselenian structure of wisdom, the Oneness, or the Falconian cosmic database, the Great Mother. The BPN inborn channeling ability led them to be excellent intelligence agents after joining the anti-Falconian camp. Unlike high-risk infiltration, hacking everything from the Great Mother could be done anywhere by BPN agents. This foiled many Falconian plots to eradicate the galactic insurgents. Due to radioactive contamination of their genes, the Stinger at the bottom was able to shoot a high-voltage electromagnetic pulse to defense themselves. The Stinger could also turn into a receiver to gather information about the target that was shot. Unfortunately, the genetic defect made their body cells sparkle inadvertently. However, most BPNs were able to control the sparkle with their thoughts, especially when they were in danger. For instance, they discharged a high concentration of sparkle around their bodies to form the illusion of a sparkling bee. When the illusion was swelling its size that scared the attacker, they fled away. BPNs also invented an arm-worn device to control the behavior of the illusion, so that it looked like a living BPN. Some specially trained BPNs could even mentally control the illusion. Recovering from the planetary disaster, habitable land was collectively settled and rebuilt by BPNs to form what they called forest cities, the environmentally friendly settlements. Since then, they swore to look after nature to prevent another Holocaust. However, during the chaotic period of Falcon Empire, Falconian troops reaching the BPUS system, once again, ruined the environment indiscriminately when they were in pursuit of the fugitive Miva Aselines. This angered every BPN, making these tiny creatures become strong insurgents against Falcon Empire. Knowing BPNs were a male-only species, the misandrist Falconian officers advocated annihilation of the whole BPUS system, with their supernova weapon, to eradicate the male species they disliked and the traitor Miva. When BPNs knew from their intelligence agents an elite Falconian fleet coming with its supernova weapon would soon be in the firing range, their world had reached crisis point. With the wisdom of fighting against Falconians, Miva spontaneously assisted BPNs to repel the Falconian invasion. The fleet was also destroyed with their own supernova weapon. This caused Falcon Empire to suffer from great loss. The achievement was spread across the BPN world, leading to the unification of scattered BPN species. The honorary title of Grand Marshal was conferred on Miva by an agreement on all the BPN leadership. Since then, BPNs were one of the active groups in the anti-Falconian camp, assisting Miva to conduct espionage. For instance, BPN Lieutenant B2T10, the leader of a famous reconnaissance platoon in the anti-Falcon forces, accomplished over hundreds of espionage operations, and saved Miva from several sieges during violent confrontations.